Let's get one thing straight. Most of y'all ain't broke because you ain't smart. You're broke because you don't know how to negotiate a thing. You fold at the first sign of resistance, treat partnerships like backup plans, and think charm alone is gonna carry you through life. Newsflash, it won't. But Spice and Wolf, that anime is a masterclass in making moves, sealing deals, and building trust that actually last. Holo ain't just some wolf goddess with a sly smile. She's a straight up assassin when it comes to reading people, flipping the power dynamics, and calling out BS when she sees it. And Lawrence, man, he's the everyday grinder just like you, trying to secure the bag without losing himself in the process. This episode's gonna slap you in the face with truth bombs, negotiation hacks, and emotional wake-up calls you didn't even know you needed. And if you think trust and profit can't live in the same sentence, by the end of this episode, you're gonna rethink everything. Stay locked in because what we unpack next might just be the blueprint for fixing your paper and your people problems. Hey there, I'm Michael Rashad Yearby with over 2 decades, man, that sounds old, of performing maintenance operations in the United States Air Force. So, that means I have a bad back. I have a master's degree in organizational management, and as a master sergeant, I spent over 23 years, yes, you heard me, 23 years, learning exactly what moves people to greatness. And it's a whole lot of Bengay, and it's a whole lot of promises. Listen, I know you're tired of the motivational cliches, but what if the secret to finally leveling up your life has been hidden in your favorite anime all this time? What about that? My job isn't just talking. I'm here to share powerful stories and actionable insights I discovered through anime. Real wisdom on teamwork, leadership, resilience, and personal growth. So like my mom always said, buckle up. And I guarantee you will never look at anime or your life the same way again. Let's build some momentum and support the channel, guys. Please support the channel by hitting the subscribe, like, and share buttons. Let's get this thing rolling today. Today, we're diving into why Spice and Wolf isn't just about merchant routes and apple carts. It's about learning how to build unshakable trust and close deals like a damn boss. I'm talking about real life negotiation strategies, emotional intelligence on steroids, and the kind of partnership that most people dream of but sabotage the minute they get insecure. And let's be honest, we are all insecure at times. You might be shocked to find out that your lack of success isn't from a lack of talent. It's because you don't know how to read the room or check your ego at the door. Now, all of y'all got egos, but trust me, what we unpack today is gonna change that. Get ready to discover the power moves you didn't even know were sitting right in front of you. Let's jump right in. Point 1, Holo's emotional intelligence ain't just sexy, it's a superpower. Let's start with this. Holo didn't just talk slick, she listens, she observes, and then she strikes. Most of y'all out here reacting like children in a boardroom. In relationships, even in casual conversations, you speak first, think later, and then just wonder why nobody trusts or buy what you're selling. Holo walks into every deal like a damn surgeon. She ain't loud, she ain't over the top, she's precise. That's emotional intelligence. She watches body language, wait for one slip up in tone, and bang, she flips the whole negotiation in her favor without breaking a freaking sweat. You can't lead people, sell products, or build anything meaningful without mastering your damn emotions. So get started with that. And here's the thing, Holo didn't use emotions to manipulate. She used them to understand. She knows when Lawrence is doubting himself, even before he knows it. Oh, that's crazy, ain't it? And that's what separates amateurs from assassins in the game of life. If you ain't learning from that, you're playing yourself. You're either the wolf or the sheep. And I'm a wolf because I like lamb chops, let's just be honest. Now, if that hits you in the gut, good, because that's just the surface. Let's talk about Lawrence next and how his hustle mindset is a low-key sabotaging his success without even realizing it. Part 2, Lawrence's grind mentality is costing him the big wins. Let's keep it real. Lawrence is every dude out here grinding for crumbs, calling it progress. I was like that too, man, me included. You work your ass off, stay up late, stretch yourself thin, and then still feel like you ain't getting nowhere. That's Lawrence in the beginning. And look what I said, beginning. He's chasing coins like it's the only thing that matters, treating partnerships like liabilities instead of assets. And yeah, he's smart, book smart. Y'all know those book smart people, but you can't spreadsheet your way into trust. Every time he second guesses Holo, he fumbles the bag. Why? Because he's trying to control everything instead of collaborating. Sounds familiar? You out here building a business, a relationship, a reputation, and you truly think you can do it alone, that it makes you stronger? No, it makes you slow. Holo exposes that. She challenges him to think long game, to see value beyond silver pieces. The truth, the hustle doesn't mean shit if your mindset is broken. You're just spinning your wheels in a system that ain't built for loners. And trust me, if you don't learn how to trust wisely, you'll keep burning out before the breakthrough even shows up. Let's just be honest. And if that ain't enough to make you reevaluate your inner control freak, wait until we dig into how they handle conflict, because that's where the real growth happens. Point 3, conflict is the furnace where real trust is forged. Here's what nobody wants to admit. Conflict is not the problem. Your emotional immaturity is. Lawrence and Holo didn't just disagree, they go at it. Sharp words, power plays, misunderstandings, but they didn't run. They didn't ghost each other. They worked through it every damn time. That's grown shit. You think trust is built by always agreeing? That's fantasy. Real trust gets built when people come together, bring their realest selves to the table, clash hard, and come out with more respect than they walked in with. That's exactly what happens in Spice and Wolf. Their relationship isn't smooth, it's real. Let's just be honest, it's real. And every time they survive the disagreement and misunderstanding, their bond gets stronger. Meanwhile, you're out here cutting people off at the first sign of tension, calling it protecting your peace. Get out of here. No, you're just scared. Scared to be seen. Scared to stay. Scared to grow. Holo and Lawrence ain't perfect, but they stay in the damn ring until they get it right. That's what mature people do. That's how empires are built. Now, if you're ready to stop running from hard conversation, let's dive into how these two flip power dynamics. And we know your worth without being arrogant is a damn cheat code. Point 4, knowing your worth without acting like an asshole. Let me be blunt. Most of y'all out here acting like you ain't worth shit, or you're overcompensating and coming off like a narcissistic jackass. There's no balance, really. But Holo, that woman walked in knowing her worth. She's a literal goddess, but she didn't throw the title around like a badge. She let her presence, her value, and her actions speak louder than her words. And that's what a lot of people, especially leaders, get dead wrong. Confidence without humility is just ego and cosplay. You think because you got a little success, a little status, a few wins under your belt, now you're untouchable? Nah, that's why people don't trust you. That's why deals fall through. That's why your team ain't loyal. Holo knew when to flex and when to fall back. And Lawrence, he started learning that balance from her. The more he recognized his own value without trying to dominate, the more doors start to open up for him. You want to win at life? Show up with quiet strength, not loud desperation. Own your power, but don't let it own you. And now that we covered personal power, let's get into one of the most dangerous traps in any partnership: mistrust disguised as independence. Point 5. Mistrust disguised as independence will ruin everything. Let's cut the bullshit. Saying I don't need anyone is usually just fear wearing a mask. And that's exactly what Lawrence struggled with. He hid behind I got this on my own like it was a badge of honor. But really, it's a damn wall. A wall that keeps him from real connections, from growth, from winning with somebody instead of always trying to win alone. Sounds familiar, huh? You keep people at arm's length, calling it boundaries, calling it self-respect. But deep down, it's mistrust. You've been buried, and you buried it so you don't let anyone come close. You sabotage partnerships because they can breathe and be close to you, and then wonder why everything feels like it's a one-man hustle. That shit gets lonely, and that shit gets heavy, and it's not sustainable. Holo sees right through the front and calls Lawrence out, not with hate, but with truth. She didn't baby him, she didn't coddle his pride, she forced him to face his fear of depending on someone else. And that's to unlock the version of himself that ride or die. You're gonna be the first one. You be successful and success and peace. Learn to lean in, stop hiding himself and the fake strength. And since we're on the subject of breaking down walls, it's time to talk about the power of vulnerability and why that's the real flex nobody teaches you. Point 6, vulnerability ain't weakness. It's a tactical weapon. Let me make this real clear. Being vulnerable doesn't mean spilling your guts on social media or crying every time shit gets hard. It means being honest about what you need, what you fear, and what you're working through. And yeah, that takes balls, kahunas. Lawrence fumbles half the time. Not because he's dumb, we already discussed he's smart, but because he's too scared to be real with Holo. He masks his strengths, his stress, finds his fear of failure, trying to look like he's got it all under control, and end up breaking under pressure. Meanwhile, Holo, she tells him when she's hurt, when she's jealous, when she's afraid of being left behind. And that's honesty. It changes the damn dynamics. She gains power through her truth. Vulnerability, when used right, disarms people. It breaks down resistance. It creates safety. Are you creating safety? You want to lead a team? You want to run a business? Have a relationship that actually lasts? Start by drop the act. Nobody trusts a liar or hiding your struggles is lying about omission. And stop acting like you really just made a stone and start showing people you got a heartbeat. That's where real leadership begins. Come on, guys. And that's where we rip off the mask. Let's talk strategy, because if you're not thinking 3 moves in advance and 3 moves ahead, like Holo does in every damn deal, you're already getting played. Point 7, if you ain't playing chess, you're just another pawn. Let's stop pretending like life is fair. It's a damn game, and Spice and Wolf lays out the whole playbook. Holo plays chess while everyone else is playing checkers. She doesn't move on emotion, she moves with intention. Every word, every look, every silence calculated. Meanwhile, most of y'all just react to life like a pinball in a rigged machine, getting bounced around with no clue what the hell is going on. And that's why you keep getting out negotiated, outpaced, and outplayed. You don't think ahead. You don't anticipate consequences. You don't prepare for people's bullshit before it hits you in the face. But Holo, she sees the angles before they even form. She plays to win, but she always plays to protect. That's the secret sauce. Real strategy ain't just about the win. It's about knowing what's worth sacrificing and what you ain't really worth touching. You want to be great, start seeing every decision as a power move, because if you ain't strategizing, I promise you, someone else already is, and they use you as a stepping stool. And now that you wide awake a little bit, let's tie it all together, because this journey wasn't just about dealing with travel and struggles. It's a damn blueprint for real partnership and lasting transformation. The real lesson behind the journey, I should say. Let's bring this full circle. Spice and Wolf ain't about some cute merchant and talking wolf playing house. It's about how trust, strategy, and emotional transparency can change your damn life. Lawrence started out like most of y'all. Head down, chasing the bag, scared to trust, scared to feel, scared to ask for help. But by walking beside Holo, by listening instead of always trying to lead, he evolves into something rare, someone whole and Holo. She teaches all of us that wisdom ain't loud, ain't empowered, doesn't have to roar. It's subtle, it's sharp, it's surgical. And that's the shit that lasts. So whenever you're negotiating your next business deal, trying to not blow up your relationship, or just figuring out how the hell and who the hell you are, you now got the blueprint. One built of partnership, presence, and purpose. Don't just watch enemy, apply it. And if nobody talked to you or told you this lately, you got this. But only if you stop playing small and start playing smart. If this episode slapped you with some hard truths, good. That means you're alive. That means you're still in the fight. Spice and Wolf isn't just a vibe. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that trust is a weapon, not a weakness. That emotional intelligence is a strategy. That your next level in life won't come from grinding harder, but from partnering smarter. And if nobody else challenged you to stop bullshitting your way through life, hopefully I just did. Don't waste the insight. Don't let this episode be another thing you agree with and then do nothing about. If something hit you today, share it. Text it to someone who needs to hear it. Hit the subscribe button like your future dependent on it, because honestly, it might. And leave a comment. I read all my comments. I don't care if it's love, hate, or fire emojis. Just do it. Remember, this is a community for people who are tired of playing small, tired of being average, tired of lying to themselves about why they're stuck. And if you're here, then maybe, just maybe, you finally ready to become the wolf. Let's build some momentum, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.